Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Wednesday message from Lantos. Cindy and I are here in Hong Kong. She is joining us live for this call, and we want to thank all of you who joined us yesterday for the Pearl of Starlight course here in Hong Kong. As you know, we are in the middle of the Asian leg of the Pearl of Starlight tour, having conducted the course in Beijing last weekend. Yesterday, we conducted the course in Hong Kong, and this coming weekend, we will be in Taipei, Taiwan, to conduct a large course there. So thank you very much for those of you who have been thinking about us. Your thoughts are very powerful and supportive of this activity. Let's go ahead and begin with an invitation to the angels and the great beings of light. Beloved great celestial host of angels, beloved great cosmic beings of light, beloved masters of light, and all great beings of light. We send you our love and our gratitude for all that you have done to bring forth the eternal light of Genesis at this time, and for all you have done for each of us as we have sought to establish that light within ourselves. We invite you to be with us for this conference call, and we ask for your assistance in every way possible as we seek to expand this great light of Genesis throughout the world and in our daily lives. We ask for your assistance in creating a new civilization based on the wholeness of knowledge. And we ask for your assistance in creating the global network of the light of Genesis. We thank you. And now we will hear from Cindy, the blessed voice of eternal light, with this week's Wednesday message from Lantos.
Hello, everyone. I just received this message and within these past few minutes just ended. And so this is absolutely today's message as of a few minutes ago. And he's very excited. And I will go ahead and say to you the words that he's given. Greetings, dear ones. It is time for action. Action to accomplish our present phase for the structuring of the global network of the light of Genesis. Illumined action to remove the deepest pockets of residue. It is not only necessary to consider the well-being of one's own continent. It is not enough to bless the weather conditions of one's own home. Even if the conditions of one's own home are sunny and warm, it will not be enough. The course of activity brings us in communication, in connection with the influences outside of our own region, outside of our own domain. Dear ambassadors, we consider the condition of the world as if it were our own garden. When other countries suffer the economic hardships, the influence spreads. When the disaster strikes the lands far away, the influence is spread to the world. Likewise, the good fortune of one nation has a positive influence on the paths of other nations. The blessings spread. The good fortune is shared. Differences remain. The qualities of one region are not the same as the qualities of another. There are significant differences. The results are shared. The influences shared. Dear ambassadors, it is our great role to strengthen the conditions for each continent. Yes, we are structuring the global network of the light of Genesis. It is a great responsibility. Blessed ambassadors, lead the people of every continent, every region, out of the structure of one eon into the existence of the new eon, the new era, the era of eternal light. This new era, the era of eternal light, is supported by the great new form, the mighty great star of Genesis. Now is the time for this blessed, illumined action, action for accomplishment. Let us consider in detail now the nature of the pathways. Pathways are the extensions of the Almighty Source, expressions of the Source. Existence emerges in pathways of expression. In our experience of creating, we know this experience to be the process of the dynamics of initial rotations. It is a beautiful principle, the principle of creating through the dynamics of initial rotations. In the course of the tour of the pearl of starlight, the light has increased. It is an increase of radiance, an increase of purity. Through the blessings of the increase of light, we may structure now more clearly, more efficiently, these pathways of light for the achievement of our present phase of action. Dear ambassadors, you are familiar with the spiraling nature of the process of initial rotations. It is seen in the form of the blessed pendant of eternal light. It is also seen in the pearl of starlight. We have identified 5 pathways of expression, 5 pathways of light, each beginning with the point of the great light, the seat of eternal light. Each pathway begins with the point of the seat of eternal light and travels outwards across the lands. 5 pathways of light. As with every expression of the source, existence emerges through the process of initial rotations, spiraling dynamics of creation. The dynamics of the process of creating. The very same is true of our pathways of light. These streams of light emerge in a spiraling manner, beginning with the point of the seat of eternal light, spreading outwards. Now, dear ambassadors, today we are blessed to receive a great vision of the path of action. This comes about through the increase of purity brought about by the blessed tour of the pearl of starlight. It is a beautiful vision of the path of illumined action for the accomplishment of our present phase of action. Action for the establishment of the platform of light. We say today, the path is found. Today, we will redraw these pathways of light, each beginning with the seat of eternal light. These are the instructions. Beginning with the point of origin, the source, the beloved seat of eternal light, we will draw now the pathways of spiraling streams of light, encompassing the areas of residue. Every location of residue must fall within the spirals of one of the 5 pathways of the expedition of starlight. Let us draw the pathways now in this manner. This is very important. Each location of residue must fall within a spiral pathway. It is possible that in certain locations, these spiraling pathways may overlap. This is also true with the case of creation. At times, the pathways overlap. This is fine. It is good. Each spiral begins with a point, the seat of eternal light, and travels outwards, the spirals expanding as they progress. As the goal is reached, as the final cities are embraced by the pathway, the spiral is in its largest form of expression. At this point, we will position around the land 5 biotrinities, each surrounded by a single super star cell and a single super water cell. This configuration will generate the energy required to bring the light from the source to the goal. With this, we will be able to place the chambers of eternal light in any location within the spiral and generate the required influence for the removal of the residues and the structuring of the webwork of light. The structuring of the global network of the light of Genesis. Yes, this is the great blessing of knowledge. Through the purity of light of the tour of the pearl of starlight, this blessed knowledge has emerged. We will draw these pathways. It is very beautiful. Very beautiful. Yes? Good. Now we will share this vision with our blessed ambassadors of the light of Genesis. Very good. Many blessings.
Thank you very much, Cindy, for that. And thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today for this week's Wednesday message from Lantos. Have a great rest of your week, and we will speak with you again on Sunday.